I just got to get my coffee from Tim Hortons that is inside the house because I left it in there because I had to use the washroom and then I had to put it down because I could not take it into the washroom with me because I did not want to. What the hell? That's not a coffee. That's a beer, but I'll take it.
Hey guys, so if you've been following on our Instagram at Wannabe Tuners, you'll see that Eric blew up his engine on the dyno, making 400 horsepower on the stock block. And we're in the midst of rebuilding that. The machine shop actually has the donor engine that we got from CX7. So stay tuned for more updates on that. Also, if you've been following our Instagram, you'll know that I money shifted the Jetta from third to second while doing a third gear pull for a log. So blew the engine, pistons hit valves. We fully disassembled it, put it together. I threw some integrated engineering forged rods in there as well, just to treat myself in that sense. And the engine's running good, so we're going to be uploading a video on the full rebuild of that engine. It's taking some time to edit, but right now we did a compression test after 1,000 kilometers on the engine, and it's running great. So this is the video of the compression test, and the current updated mod list of the car is in this next clip here.
Planes, don't you? Alright, what are we doing?
Trying to get to the injector connector harness to unplug the injectors so that we don't spray fuel into the cylinder while we're doing this test.
Which connector?
This connector here.
With all the wires?
Yeah, these are the injectors. The big one.
That guy?
Yeah, the big one right here.
So we gotta disconnect that so the injectors stay closed while we're cranking the engine over during the compression test.
Correcto mundo.
Sounds good to me, bud. Sounds good to me. I gotta get a bottle opener so I can open my product of Mexico.
What the fun? What the family circus? How do you get these things open, bud?
Okay, let me get the bottle opener before I can contribute to any of this. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Just focus in on that. Alright. How to open up a bottle. Oh, shit. Okay, this is dangerous. I gotta put the camera down. You having a problem taking this out?
Yeah, big time.
It's just a connector, isn't it?
It's a classic Volkswagen dilemma.
Nice. Basically,
Basically, the connector won't come out, so I'm thinking I'll replace the whole car around it, and then we'll move from there.
Okay, let me give it a shot. Hold the camera. What's going on, guys? Eric here from Wannabe Tuners. I'm gonna disconnect this connector now. In a fashion like no other.
Oh God. Let's just let them realize.
Because this one's in the way.
What I was trying to describe as a horrible experience, taking out a connector. Yeah, it's a classic Volkswagen experience.
Let me move this one out of the way so I can have clear access to this one. Ooh,
does that help?
Hang on, let me get a screwdriver.
There's a pick right here.
I need a screwdriver.
I'm going to stop recording now because he is not going to find one. These are cool fasteners too. As you can see, there's a black coating on this one. That's actually a special form of Loctite called, it's not Loctite, it's just plastic because everything's made of plastic here and screws strip inside plastic moldings.
Okay, so we got it off.
We got it off, now we're going to put it back in so that we can warm up the engine.
What we did was we used a pick and we got in from behind the connector, we went underneath it, got into the tap because we couldn't do it from the front.
Man, dude, even putting this back in is a bitch.
Just leave it hanging for now while we let it warm up. How about that?
No, like plugging it back in is a bitch.
I don't like your tone. I don't like that foul language you're using there, boy.
Just f***ing listen to me when I'm talking to you.
It's rude. You know what really is bothering me right now? The noise! I can't handle the noise! Is that a jet? Cool plane, bud. Cool plane.
Is that in enough?
Well, let's see if it runs. Yeah, that's in enough. Yeah, that's in enough.
Take your beer. Please.
That's the connector right there, the one right in the middle of the screen.
Slow sound.
I'm thirsty.
I'm not sure if I hit that and the hood fell down on me as karma. Where'd you put the pick now? Okay.
Alright, start it up.
I don't trust you, man.
Let's warm this thing up so that
unplug anything else?
The pistons expand and the cylinder is sealed so we can get an accurate compression test result. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, you plugged it back in? Okay. Losing my mind here. I gotta say, it's a pretty sharp looking car. What do you think, bud? What's the temperature at?
194.
194, baby. Let's wait till we get to what, 206? 206, right? Yeah. Giuliano, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, around 206.
Okay, okay. God dang it, man. Look at this guy. This here is the compression tester that I purchased from Canadian Tire. And it was relatively inexpensive. I've used it on the Mazda Speed 3 and it's worked perfectly fine. Okay, I'm gonna grab a tripod so we can film everything.
Film me getting a tripod.
Alright, let's hook this up.
What are you doing?
Okay, hook this up. Alright, so as soon as he turns the engine off, I'm gonna work on taking the coil packs off, and he's gonna work on taking off the fuel injector connector, disconnecting it, and then we're gonna hook up the compression tester very quickly. Okay. Plug this on. Oh man, it's horrible.
Here, let me do that.
Okay.
Take this one off.
I'll do that.
Okay. This isn't that bad. You just have to do them all evenly. Okay. It's off. One. It's two. Ah, son of a bitch. Where's the pry bar? Okay.
Okay, I guess the procedure said to take out all the spark plugs.
Yeah, and then it also said to brace a pry bar against the PCV to make sure that you crack the PCV, right?
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start loosening these spark plugs now. So this procedure you want to do quicker rather than slower.
Ready?
Because you don't want the engine to cool down.
Is that disconnected?
Yes. Fuel injector connector is disconnected.
Okay.
So the injectors are going to remain closed. Now, there's two ways to do it. You can do a dry compression test and a wet compression test.
Get a rag, this is going to be hot.
We're just going to do a dry compression test. We're not going to put any oil in the cylinders. Can't handle the heat, can't handle the heat.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Oh, this thing's running lean, eh?
Why, it looks like the tip is white?
Yeah.
No, it looks, it kind of looks how mine looks actually. Mine looks the same. But,
This is not an excess amount of oil in there.
Yeah, it should be okay. They all look, the spark plugs all look like they're roughly the same, right?
Yeah.
Looks like it's running pretty good.
Okay.
Those are new spark plugs or the originals that you...
The K04 ones, so they have like 20,000 on them.
Okay.
Ready?
Alright, so he's gonna crank it now. Hang on. Oh, and
I gotta put the compression test in.
We're gonna start with cylinder 1 here. Take the compression tester, get the proper thread on there. Start with cylinder 1. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, so it's zeroed out. Go ahead. I'll stop. Stop. Okay, so cylinder 1. As you can see.
Hell yeah. It's hard to the crank too.
Pretty good compression.
What is that?
Let's do cylinder 2 now.
All right, let's go. Come on, next. You're right, man. It was pushing air into the injector. Let's go. Cylinder 2.
All right, cylinder 2. Let me thread it in. Hang on. That's good compression, man.
What?
That's good compression. Hang on. Hang on. Not yet. All right, cylinder 2. Go ahead. Stop. I'm trying to be quick here. Cylinder 2 looks good. Cylinder 3 now. Cylinder 3, go ahead.
More?
A little more? Okay, stop. What was that popping noise?
I don't know.
It always happens up. I don't know what that popping noise was.
It's weird.
It is weird. Cylinder 3 looks good. Let's check cylinder 4. It's kind of freaky, man. There's a lot of pressure building up in there.
Yeah, I know, it's scaring me. Ready?
Okay, go. Okay.
What the hell was that popping?
I don't know.
All right. What are we there? Similar? Oh yeah.
We're looking good, guys. The rebuild is a success.
The manual says anywhere between 159 PSI and 200 PSI around there is good for like a new engine. We're at around 190. What was it?
Around like 195.
Around 190, 195, which is great because that means the rebuild is successful. There's no leaks, nothing. It makes good power. Yeah, and they're all consistent across all cylinders, which is great.
So what this tells us is that basically
we're ready for a bigger turbo. No, I'm joking. I'm out of money.
we're gonna see what happens. But
Yeah.
this car is running good now, and it's been a long time coming. 3 months in total.
Whew.
And if
Yeah.
you look at our previous videos, we actually had a time in the past where the actual intake balance shaft seized on him, and this is the second time that Julian's had the engine out. So it's
Engine's been out twice, but really 3 times, because the second time we put the engine in and realized that the clutch disc was in backwards because it was mislabeled, and we're good now.
So we're ready to make some boost.
If you want to buy a Jetta, it's never been driven hard. Engine's only been out 3 times.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I love this car. I take good care of it.